Hi, welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. So today I'm here actually to talk about the Aries solar eclipse. And I already made a few videos, but somehow Mercury went to shadow already. So somehow my internet connection going wrong and it doesn't allow me to continue or to save the recording. So hopefully I'm going to be patient enough to go through with this. So I'm going to actually talk about the Aries solar eclipse. Solar eclipse is a new moon, and it's going to happen 29 degrees 50 minutes on April 19th for some of you, and some of you who lives in the US, or Canada, or South America, it's going to happen on the 20th for you. So 29 degrees is a karmic degree, all right? And new moon and the eclipse is always like a solar eclipse is a new moon, and it's like a steroid. But because it's happening in karmic degree, it's going to get extra steroids. So it's going to be really pivotal. It's going to be life-altering and life-changing experience. Solar eclipse, usually it's very positive, okay? It is unexpected, it is chaotic, it could be life-altering, it could be actually like a big change. It's coming in with big, but usually it's turning out to be positive. However, we have to check the aspects of the eclipse, because if it's making some heavy, hard aspect with malefic planet, unfortunately, then we're not going to stepping in the right shoes. So what's going to happen here? Let me see. So why? Oh, because it's April 19. Why did it go April 19 for me in Miami? All right, so I wanted to do April 20, so I'm going to recalculate that. Okay, here it is. So don't mind the whole system, right? But check it, where is it going to take place in your natal chart, or where is it gonna transit for you? So the moon is representing in mundane perspective. It's linked to the public, it's linked to the people, but it's also for emotion or subconscious or feeling, the way we are nurturing ourselves and nurturing everyone around, or nurturing our children, okay? New moon is a new beginning, and because it's happening in Aries, and Aries is actually starting a very new cycle right now. The nodes are going to move right now in July to Aries and Libra axis, okay? So what's going to go on with this axis? So we're going to have to concentrate on ourselves or on our partner. So the conflict is going to be between our inner child or essential core and the other people who are in our life. So it could be your significant partner. It could be your business partner. It could be one-on-one friendship, partnership, and us going to be in conflict. All right. So before we start something new, solar eclipse is new beginning, Aries is something new. But 29 degrees is actually finishing a karma. It's finishing a path. And because of this eclipse is squaring with Pluto, and Pluto is really powerful, it's transformational, it's life-altering, life-changing experience, and the square itself is a Martian energy. It is a bold and passionate and assertive energy. So it will make us to transform our emotions. It will, our feelings, for example. Pluto could, because the square itself in Aquarius, Pluto just moved to Aquarius end of March. Aquarius means our tribe, humanitarianism, it's humanity, and Pluto is transformation and death. So this square could indicate an increase in death toll somehow. And I'm gonna tell you how is it gonna happen, unfortunately. So Pluto in Aquarius, it's going to make some change in society and in artificial intelligence as well. So the news going to be about, for example, artificial wombs, because Aquarius is the people itself, and Pluto could be something with pregnancy womb, so it could be some kind of artificial womb coming in the news, or anything with artificial intelligence and the rise of artificial intelligence. Okay, and the people are not going to like that. Why? Because of we want to have a new beginning. We want to have the power belong from us, because Pluto in Aquarius representing the power has to belong from the tribes, have to belong from the people and not centralized like in Capricorn. But somehow it's squaring with this void energy, with this karmic energy over here. And actually it will indicate some kind of issue with the public. So what kind of issue, and why do I say that? Because Pluto, which is squaring with this solar eclipse, it's in Aquarius. Aquarius ruled by Uranus and ruled by Saturn. So the old avatar is Saturn, which is the lord of karma, and invention and chaos and rebel and social unrest is Uranus. So yes, this new moon solar eclipse can bring in death through some kind of natural disaster. Uranus is in Taurus, so that's representing earthquake and tornadoes, but it's also representing social unrest. And because of Pluto, which is squaring with this eclipse, it could actually create social unrest and some kind of, nuclear issues as well. So something with a nuclear bomb or anything like that. But yes, definitely could indicate that. And then let's see the other avatar of Uranus, where Pluto resides, it's Saturn. Saturn also went to Pisces just recently, beginning of March. Saturn underwater could represent actually some kind of submarine related issues. It could also represent some kind of issue with drinking water or water supplies. Okay, it's season there. But I could also imagine a situation where the war could escalate somewhere, and it could indicate some kind of nuclear accident, but also it could be created by some kind of underwater ship, and that has to be something to do with submarines, okay? So, all right, what else could happen? So this solar eclipse, the ruler of the solar eclipse is Mars, and Mars actually is in Cancer. So actually the eclipse itself and Mars is in mutual reception. So that's positive. It's getting a positive, a kissing energy, a sweet aspect here. The mutual reception. Why? Because of the moon is very nurturing, very, very sensitive, but Aries giving a little bit of impulsiveness and action-oriented energy for this moon, for this feeling and nurturing energy, okay? And then Mars is the warrior. So Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is the warrior god. That is the way we are fighting. That is anger and frustration. But in Cancer, Cancer is pouring water on this extreme fire, and then it can distinguish it. So the mutual reception, the moon is going to get more energy, and it's not going to be that sensitive, and Mars is not going to be that aggressive because of Cancer. All right. But what else could happen here? So yes, let's see the moon, this eclipse actually not only square with Pluto, but it's also going to out of conjunction with Vesta. Vesta is 2 degrees away, so it's considering to be a conjunction with asteroids. And Vesta is actually the asteroid of investment, and it is the eternal flame or passion and compassion, all right? And it is in Taurus. Taurus is an earth fixed energy. It's tangible. So Vesta over here could indicate we are seeking, because of the moon is our feelings, and we want to feel actually and invest in our safety, because of Taurus is linked to safety and luxury and comfort. So, but most likely we're going to invest in our safety. We're gonna buy safety cameras, some of us, or to make sure our computer is safe and our identity is not being stolen. Vesta also investments. So this new moon can indicate, solar eclipse could indicate many of us going to look into how to preserve our money, because bank systems are going to be bypassed. It's going to be chaotic really, really soon. You're not going to be able to reach your money in banks. So be careful. So it's going to create an energy like all of us going to seek for investment, but something tangible. And Taurus, what it rules? It rules arts, right? So it could be expensive arts, expensive jewelry, something with food related. Okay, so it could be maybe we are investing in farms, and because it rules the farms as well, or livestock as well. All right, so that could be a positive situation in general for all of us. Then we're going to have Jupiter here, and it's also conjuncting Jupiter. It is a little bit further because Jupiter is 24 degrees during this solar eclipse, but 29, 24 degrees, 5 degrees away, so it's still considering to be a conjunction pretty strong. Jupiter is usually beneficial. However, Jupiter is always expanding whatever it touches. So if it is a malefic energy over there, then it's going to expand the malefic, all right? So what's going to happen here? Jupiter is conjuncting with Aries. Aries is not really good because of Aries is, strife and rivalry. And unfortunately, it's a negative energy with this asteroid here coming in. So there could be a lot of rivalry. And where could be that? Jupiter rules foreign countries, ambassadors, it rules actually foreign transactions and foreign land. So it could be like enemies going to rise, multiple countries going to be unfriendly with each others. And Aries actually not only want to win, Aries wants you to fail. So it's a very, very naughty energy over here. So she's really powerful, and she wants you to fail, unfortunately. So this energy that is coming in, and especially with Pluto, it could be some kind of failure for humanity, or we need to demolish whatever we built before because it's not serving us anymore. And we need to rebuild society on trust and on a different kind of ground, because the ground is not there, or we actually lived some steps over there and it was not stable. So it has to come down. And then I also wanted to talk about, yes, Haumea, because of that one is the asteroid of fertility and birth and childbirth, and it is 0 degrees Scorpio, so it's actually almost exactly opposing with this eclipse. And Haumea was the one who gave birth to Pele, who is the volcano and volcano asteroid. And the funny thing is over here, or the confirming thing, Pluto also representing volcanoes. So this square could represent like, all right, there is an earthquake, Uranian energy, Aquarius, and volcano coming up, and it could actually decrease death, Pluto, of the public, the moon. And because it's also actually Saturnian energy opposing Haumea, so Saturn is decreased, Saturn is some kind of fear and challenge and hardship. It's representing actually how Maya was giving birth to Pele in the 0 degree Scorpio, which rules volcanoes. So it's gonna give birth again to some kind of volcano eruption. And where is the volcano eruption going to happen? So Haumea was actually a Hawaiian, that is Polynesian. So all the Polynesian islands going to be affected. So Maori people, so New Zealand, Hawaii, Samoa, everything over there could be a tsunami, or it could be some kind of volcano and earthquake kind of situation going on. All right. So what else is going to happen here? But we have to see Uranus in Taurus. Yes, that is natural disasters, unfortunately. But somehow it is actually sextiling with Mars. And if it's sextile with Mars, it's representing we are willing to make the change. So there is a lot of natural disaster could come with this eclipse. However, the people hold hands together and nurturing each others and willing to help. So warrior, so being advocate actually, and help and nurture the one who are actually compromised. So that is really good. Okay, so what's gonna happen here? So let's see. This eclipse also going to sextile with Saturn, and Saturn just moved in Pisces. So actually, it could indicate some kind of, you see, at the beginning, I told you it could indicate some kind of issues with drinking water. However, because it's sextile with Saturn itself, it also indicates like that issue going to be solved. So helping each other's. Pisces actually rules the unprivileged and the people who are in need. And Saturn over there, it's giving some kind of government help. So it could be like, all right, so whoever have some kind of water issue, flooding issue, or something with drinking water, the government will come to the rescue and it will help. Any kind of government or any kind of countries who are going to be in challenge there. Or it could indicate like, some kind of rules coming in through the government, which is going to indicate like, all right, guys, we're going to give, like they want to globalize because of the power gonna go out from the center government, right? But before they want to globalize. And the globalization comes through like, we're going to give you certain amount of salary, everyone. And, if you're okay with that, then you get into the system and you're going to be a ship or whatever. So it could indicate that like a new role is coming up, which is actually saving like a socialist kind of rule over here, because Saturn in Pisces could be very socialist, but it's like giving a base salary for everyone, so no one going to be hungry. So on that kind of level, I agree with that, and I'm kind of happy for that, because there is so many goes hungry to bed. But unfortunately, it could like really centralize everything, and it could actually leading to lose or individuality, and leading to lose or, like our power. So we have to be careful. Yes, we need to have for the unprivileged. Definitely, there is no other way. But also we need to keep our identity, and, we cannot get centralized, because then everything is over. Okay, and then what else is going to happen here? Yes, so that is, I think that's what I wanted to talk about. Because it's ruled by Mars, and it's mutual reception, and it's conjuncted with Jupiter, not with Aries, but because of Jupiter actually conjunct with Aries, and Aries is very nasty. So that is like transferring some kind of negative energy from Aries. And then it's opposing Haumea, which is like something with volcano as well. So definitely we will see a lot of eruptions, I would say, and tsunamis as well during the year and a half, because of the eclipse gonna happen in Aries and Libra for 18 months from July on, but it's already starts in April right now. So Yes, indeed. It's going to be effective for a year and a half right now. And, I would say, because it's an eclipse and it's also square with Pluto, we have to check somehow Plutonian government people. So who rules? So Biden and King Charles ruled by Pluto, both of them are Scorpio. Putin has Scorpio rising, right? And because of the eclipse is Mars ruled, Mars also rules Scorpio and it squares with its co-ruler. So something with people, any kind of government who has rising or sun in Scorpio countries, or whose ruler actually has sun rising in or moon in Scorpio, that's going to be affected, and it's not going to be affected on the good way. So they might going to resign or die, or some unexpected change over there, something really unexpected. All right, guys, so let's see where is it going to happen for every single individual. Let me find my moon and my sun from here. So, okay, so I'm going to create this chart for all of you. And if you are an Aries rising, then it's going to happen in your first house, okay? So it's gonna happen in your first house. First house, everything to do with your identity, with the way you are representing yourself. So the change is coming in your body, the way you are expressing yourself for the public. The mask that you are wearing is changing. So you're going to become a different person. You're going to rise like phoenix from ashes. If you are Taurus, then it's going to happen in your 12th house. 12th house is your mental state. So over there, you're going to experience some kind, you can get rid of addiction, some kind of substance abuse. You can seek for some kind of job or get some kind of opportunity on a field with unprivileged, prison, jail, hospitals, hospice, hospitality as well, vacation rentals. So there is an opportunity for you to get a job over there. If you are a Gemini rising moon and sun, it is in your 11th house. So actually your hopes and wishes going to rapidly change. So your long-term goals are going to bloom. It could also bring in some kind of amazing new friendship from higher society from before you. If you are a Cancer rising, moon and sun, it's going to happen in your 10th house of career. It's going to affect your purpose, your career, your achievement, your honors. So definitely you might going to have some kind of honor coming in. It could be also you achieve a doctorate, or you're going to seek for political power. If you are Leo, it's going to happen in your 9th house. It could bring in a second marriage for you. Or if you Leo rising moon and sun, or it could actually indicate you're going to start to teach or study a language or get a visa, passport, or green card citizenship in a foreign country, or move in a foreign country. All right, you can publish your books, you can start your podcast. So it is very positive for Leo moon and rising. Then in the 8th house for Virgos, that is something with shared resources. Your significant other might going to bring in a big amount of money through inheritance, through get a loan or get a loan forgiveness, or it could be some kind of medical malpractice or some kind of shared resources going to pay off well for you, or through from your significant others, because it's second from the 7th, right? So it could bring from there. Unfortunately, it also could bring inheritance, especially it's squaring with Pluto, so some of you will lose someone. If you are Libra rising, moon and sun, it's gonna happen in your 7th house. 7th house is your partnership, it is your committed relationship, business partnership, legal matters. So it could be a case for you if you were sued, or you are suing someone. It could also bring in a new business partner and really good business deals. All right, if you are, or a new relationship, maybe a wedding proposal or engagement for you. If you are Scorpio rising moon and sun, It's going to happen in your sixth house of health. You will need to pay attention for your health. Your daily routines are changing. Your work is changing. You might going to quit your job just out of nowhere because of you maybe want something during the Jupiter and Sun conjunction, or maybe you're just going to get a new roommate or rent, what is that, a rental place, or it could be bringing some new pet for you. Definitely something with work, with fitness, with nutrition, with healthcare. So it is positive on your health. If you have Sagittarius rising, moon, and sun, it's going to happen in your fifth house. Go and buy a lottery ticket. I'm not kidding. Don't gamble. But if you gamble, it might pay off very well. If you invest in something, it might pay off very well. Fifth house is rise, joy, and happiness. So right now you're going to have a lot of joy and creativity with your children, perhaps the next 18 months, because it starts an 18-month cycle. So for you Sagittarius, it is really, really good. Okay, then Capricorn. Capricorn is going to happen in your fourth house, so you might going to be able to sell your house, buy a property, start a real estate license, or anything family related, something new in the family. It could bring in a family member. It could realize you are actually, your biological parents are not who you thought they are. So, you know, like it's something new with the family. It's a new beginning. It's a new home. It's a renovation over there. If you have an Aquarius rising, moon, and sun, it's going to happen in your third house. Your communication is changing. You might going to commute and you're going to get a new car, a new communication device, or you are building your website and it's going to pay off well. It's going to bring in really good clients for you. Or it could actually bring back your siblings or bring back a friend and friendship to your life. It also could bring in a really good education for you, which later on going to pay off because it's going to base your financial stability. If you are a Pisces rising sun and moon, it's going to happen in your seventh house. Your wallet is getting thicker. So what's going to happen over here? You're going to make more money. You're going to have opportunities to earn. So it is also like you're going to have more possession. You might going to find something that you thought it was lost. It could actually bring in opportunity. You get a beautiful artwork, or you're going to get something with money related. So you can actually find out you have a talent that you didn't know you have, which is actually going to help you to create financial stability and security for yourself. So that is really good. All right, guys, that was everything about the eclipse I had to share. And watch out definitely and be aware. Don't fear it, because if you fear it, then you might going to, make mistakes. But I would say if you are capable to face any kind of challenges and you have the right tools, just like astrology reading, then you are capable to overcome those. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm giving you a snow gear in a snowstorm. So you're not going to freeze to death. So if you love my reading, please subscribe, comment below, let me know what's happening for you, and like my videos and share it with your family and friends so they can also actually benefit from my guidance. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, then check out my website, which is www.urbanreach.org. Thank you so much for your attention. I see you soon with another video. Bye for now.